Hello students, last class we are discussed about electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. It was explained by the scientist Faraday. Faraday has explained two experiments. In the two experiments, what we have learned, main point is, suppose I am taking a coil. This is a one coil. If you change the magnetic field, change magnetic field surrounding by the coil, in this coil developed induced current. That was explained by the Faraday. Change the magnetic field in the coil, it developed induced current. Induced current will be developed in that coil. It will observed by the galvanometer. These are all we are learned in last class. So now, what is the direction of the induced current? What is the direction of induced current? We are not discussed the direction of the induced current in last class. In this class, we are going to discuss what is the direction of the induced current. To finding the direction of induced current with the help of Fleming right hand rule. There is a rule, Fleming's right hand rule. With the help of the Fleming's right hand rule, you can easily find out the direction of the induced current. So what is meant by Fleming's right hand rule? First of all, stretch thumb, forefinger and middle finger of right hand. So this is my right hand. Stretch thumb finger, this is the thumb finger, forefinger, this is the forefinger, and middle finger of right hand. This is the middle finger of the right hand. Thumb finger, forefinger, middle finger of the right hand. Observe here, these are perpendicular to each other. These three fingers, thumb finger, forefinger and middle finger, these three are perpendicular to each other. These are three fingers of right hand. This is thumb finger, This is the forefinger. This is the middle finger. These three are mutually perpendicular to each other as shown in the figure. Here, first of all, the forefinger indicates direction of magnetic field. So this is the forefinger. It shows the direction of magnetic field, that is represented by B. Next, thumb finger represent direction of force or motion of conductor. This is the thumb finger. It shows the direction of force or motion of conductor. Then middle finger represent or shows direction of induced current. This is the middle finger. So it shows the direction of induced current I. So thumb finger, forefinger, middle finger. This is your basic diagram. This is called thumb finger. This is called forefinger. This is called middle finger. Okay. This thumb finger shows the direction of the force acting on conductor or motion of the conductor. This is the forefinger. It represents the direction of magnetic field. It represents the direction of the induced current. This finger is called middle finger. It shows the direction of induced current in the conductor. Now, in the diagram, magnetic field direction is this direction. Force acting on conductor is this direction. Induced current is this direction. Okay. This rule is called Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, this is about Fleming's right hand rule. Now I am going to explain the trick of the Fleming's right hand rule. How many finger rule? 3 fingers. Those are, first one is thumb finger, second one is forefinger, third one is middle finger. Among this is the first finger, this is the second finger, this is the third finger. I am assuming this is a small family. So in this family, who is the head of the family? Father, next mother, next child. Father, that is equal to force, because in father first letter is similar to the force first letter. So here F, here F, or motion of conductor. Next, mother, magnetic field. Here also M, here also M is there. Next, child. Last one is induced current. Okay. Father, mother, child. F for force, M for magnetic field, C for induced current flowing in the conductor. This is called FBI. FBI. This is the trick. Now, how to apply the Fleming's right hand rule? Suppose I am taking this is a conductor. Now I am placing this conductor in external magnetic field. External magnetic field is, this is the north pole, this is the south pole of the magnetic field. Okay. So in this conductor, magnetic field is traveling from north to south direction. Magnetic field lines always travel from north to south direction. So magnetic field is travel in this conductor from this side to this side. Okay, this is the direction of the magnetic field. Okay. When you place the conductor in external magnetic field, in this conductor developed induced current or not? So what is the direction of the induced current? Now I am applying the Fleming's right hand rule. Thumb finger, this is forefinger, this is the middle finger. So this finger shows the magnetic field direction. Forefinger shows the magnetic field direction. Force acting in the conductor, induced current. We know that magnetic field direction. So the direction of the magnetic field is north to south direction. I am placing this conductor along magnetic field direction. This is the magnetic field direction. So I am placing the magnetic field direction. So from north to south. So this is the magnetic field direction. So force acting on the conductor is, this is the thumb finger. So force is acting towards upside. This is the direction of the force acting on conductor. Okay. Now induced current, what is the direction of the induced current? So induced current is acting this direction or not? This is the induced current towards outside. Okay. So direction induced current is acting towards outside of the conductor. So from the conductor, induced current direction is toward downward direction. Force acting is outward direction of the conductor. Like this, you can apply the Fleming's right hand rule for any conductor. This is all about Fleming's right hand rule. We will meet in next section.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.